Hello internets, welcome back to some Fire Emblem Warriors, and we're not going to be doing the showcases yet. I promise those are still on the way, because I said I would do them. Now, this is going to be a completely different thing. This is me showcasing, essentially, the new skill that came with the DLC pack. I'm actually going to show it to you guys right now. It is insane, but essentially what this means, what this skill ultimately means, is that Camilla, who I've already said as being one of the best characters, is now undisputedly the best character in the game, and we're actually going to see why. So what's going to happen is that I'm going to head over to the head over to the convoy and have a look at this character. So this weapon is Camilla's axe as per usual, and there's the ability Fury Builder. Fury Builder is pretty obvious what it does right off the bat. Fury Builder essentially gives you a damage boost after every 100 kills. Now, of course, theoretically, every character would be able to make great use of that, and yeah, by all means, that's the thing about Warriors games. Everyone's strong in their own unique way. But with Camilla, she already has the ability to have the best AoE in the game. This means that she's going to make the most use of Fury Builder the fastest, while also racking up the highest kill count, because that's exactly what she can do. For every 100 kills, like, it takes 3 seconds to get 100 kills with this character, and the fact that you're doing this over and over and over again, not to mention that one thing about the DLC is the fact that you can unlock the Opus weapons. I'm not sure, I think it's only restricted to the Fire Emblem Fates characters for now, but you get the Opus, which increases the damage even further. So currently, as it stands, Camilla is the strongest at a whopping 720 damage for her axe. So in terms of the actual moves that I'm using right now, it is Rainstorm, Strong Attack 5, and Strong 1, because those are the ones that I use the most, Pair Up Plus, Armor Strike, and Fury Builder, of course, being the whole purpose for this video. Not to mention the skills that we're using right now. So let's just take a quick look at the skill build and why I made it. So Trample, obviously the majority of the people we're fighting against are foot soldiers. Astra, because it's like almost non-negotiable to have. Now, I've also given Luck plus 20 and Luna, because for those of you guys that have seen my Topsy-Turvy videos, I've actually kind of noticed that Luna and Luck are, like, by and large, more useful than Strength and Magic. And that being said, like, the level cap has been raised, so I can afford to get rid of Strength plus 10 anyway. So that's going to be that. And of course, Scale plus 10 to increase the damage of my warrior combos. But there's also the new skill, Lethality. You can get this from Niles, and the good thing about this attack is that there is a percentage chance based on your critical hits or your combos doing extra damage. This is quite useful, and you're going to see why pretty much shortly, but even then, there might even be times where Camilla might not necessarily use it, but it is nice to have that damage just, you know, off on the side, and if ever it procs, then you can take full advantage of that. So let's go ahead and get started on this new map. We're going to quickly go over to the map deployment, and I'm going to pair up with we're going to pair up with a sword user. Let's go Liana. But yeah, I promise we're going to also have these showcases in the future. For those of you guys that are also wondering, we're still going to do Xenoblade Chronicles. I'm enjoying the hell out of that one. But I did promise weeks ago that I would cover all the Fire Emblem DLC, and I'm quite excited. There's some very interesting new characters. I'm not going to say right now what makes them stand out. I'd like people to get the chance to see them themselves, but yeah, it's some really, really good stuff that we're going to be seeing for these DLC characters. They thought them all out pretty well. And even with Niles, like, he's not as, you know, I still have to actually play as him currently. I've only been able to play as Obero and Azura, as I've been playing through my history mode maps. I've actually noticed that, like, he has a very useful skill in lethality, and yeah, well, I'm gonna, you know, we'll talk more about Azura later. So, we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna bring the sword user just because there's so many axe users on this map. The very first time I did this map, I had Obero on my team, and it was quite annoying. But look how much damage this axe already does. So look, we already have 300 KOs without even realizing it. And also, these are like high defense people too. So you can see that we're already building up so much damage. You can just get away with spamming this attack. Like, really, you totally could. Just because you are building damage passively. Yeah. This is a level, I believe, 76 difficulty? It's like 76 or 73, one of those ones, so it's not quite as difficult as an Ana mission, but it's certainly comparable in terms of the levels of these enemies. So, we're going to go ahead and work our way through. This is going to be absolutely cake. And the thing is, you probably would have guessed it by now, for those of you guys that haven't played it. There's going to be a Velazark at the end of this one, as is most of these maps. There tends to be a Velazark somewhere hidden away somewhere. And before I even upgraded this weapon, I think it took, like, I still made use of this Fury building mechanic. And the thing is, the Velazark took 2 dual warrior special combos, and I didn't even upgrade the axe, so it's going to take even less. Maybe it might even just take 1. I cannot wait to see what happens here. I only just recently upgraded the axe, but it looks like, yeah, even Frederick, for all his high defense and Pavis, still falls. My goodness, like, yeah, like, you can literally just spam this attack. It's great. So that's the thing about Camilla right now. I don't believe that there's going to be a buff to, like, Solcati or any of the other weapons at the moment, because those are going to be later DLC packs. But just the fact that now that Camilla has not only the highest AoE in the game, but now the highest 1v1s, the 1v1s that she's capable of when you couple that with Armor Strike and the Fury building, it's very, very good. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and, yeah, these are spear users. These should not be a problem whatsoever. Okay, and yeah, this one's also having a high morale, but it shouldn't be a problem. Look how much damage that's going to be. And then we're going to get the armor break, so that's going to be even more damage. I don't even think, like, we'll need a full combo to kill her. Yeah. Nice. No, this is fantastic. I just want to say also, now that you guys are here, I'm quite enjoying the DLC. My only issues with the history mode maps currently right now is that some of them tend to be, like, they release a new mode that is essentially like a timed onslaught, but it's less to do with gaining kills and more to do with gaining money, which is pretty nice. Like, it is nice that they've, you know, thought about farming, like, people that want to have more money to buy levels and things like that. But still, by and large, the best way to make money in this game is still going to be finding weapons and then selling them all. It's just playing the game, essentially. Okay, let's see if we can get both these guys in combo. Oh, there we go. This could be it. Yes. I wasn't able to get the other two, unfortunately. Oh, and we have an Anna that we can get. You know what, maybe we'll go ahead and give Anna a visit. Actually, we might not have enough time. You know what, sorry, Anna. But, there are people watching right now. And they want to see some Camilla in action. But yeah, the other thing I want to say about this DLC too, that I really enjoy, is the fact that there is a necklace, or there is a item that lets you farm supports much faster. Oh my goodness, it's so fast. Like, I already maxed out my supports with Azura, Niles, and Oboro using Camilla because I gave Camilla the weapon. And basically what's going to happen there is that, like, I think it took me, I believe, 10 runs in total to max out all 3 of them, to go from C rank to A rank. That's infinitely faster than with, like, you know, with the previous method that I had earlier. I actually put up a pinned comment. Let's see if we can make it to Anna in time. We have to save our base. Okay, come on. Come on. We're almost there. Wait up for me. Yes! Excellent. But yeah, like, there's a lot of good stuff in this DLC. The only thing I wouldn't really enjoy as much, though, there's a lot of timed onslaughts. There are timed attacks aren't that bad, but yeah, there is the equivalent. It's called Gold Rush, for those of you guys that are wondering, and it's just a new mode for collecting money, and that's fine. But the fact is, it is time consuming. Like, you will be forced to spend 7 minutes fighting things, and you know, it's all well and good, and that's essentially what this game's supposed to be about. But man, I would have, like, it kind of does break up the pace a little bit. Very good stuff on the maps, though. Again, if you guys enjoy Fire Emblem Fates, then you're gonna love this DLC. And if you love the characters from Fire Emblem Fates in terms of usage, then yeah, like, I feel like this is very much meant for them. There's some really nice story. There's some good crossover moments as well that I will not spoil here. And the characters in and of themselves are quite unique. I remember I was very skeptical when I heard that they were going to release DLC characters, you know, characters that were already in the game, in the story mode, but then they wouldn't be playable until DLC came out. I thought it was kind of strange, but I'm quite happy with it right now. There's plenty of incentive to come back and play this game, for those of you guys that already have. Okay, do you know what? We're already here, and we already have 23 buffs from this new weapon skill. It's a good weapon skill. That's the thing I like about Warriors games is that like they never nerf, they only buff. So the strong get stronger and the not as strong become, well, they still get stronger. It's nice. So like that's kind of the thing I appreciate about this buff overall, and I'm more than happy to see that Camilla, one of the game's very best, has become, like, by a decent margin, the best, and I cannot wait to show off more of that. Okay, so we have a white bar there, so hopefully we'll be able to break it. Yes. Should be able to break it. And get a critical hit. And we might even, if we're lucky, we'll even get a, oh, but unfortunately it missed. Okay, you know what? Yeah, forget it. The reason why it took me 2 hits last time was because I was lucky, and the advantage against Axe, or sorry, the advantage for Axe was on this guy, so I was able to actually quickly do that. I think if I were to just open up with Awakening mode, that would have been an instant kill. But yeah, we're actually at the point now where you can play like a level 70 plus mission and have about the same amount of difficulty as playing a level 20. So yeah, guys, thanks very, very much for joining me on our first forays into the Fire Emblem Warriors DLC. And I look forward to see you guys in the showcases. They are coming. We're going to be a little bit busy this weekend because there's a lot of Xenoblade stuff to look after. But yeah, no, Fire Emblem Warriors, it's good to be back.